Oh, no. What if that's it?
What?
What if that's it? What if it comes out and it's the Xbox 10, 1-0, because 10 is binary for 2?
Shit.
Welcome back to This Week in Gaming, episode 31. We're getting up there now, Jeff. There are more episodes than years you have been alive now. Congratulations.
Hooray! There's also more episodes than I've ever been in.
That's fair. Once we get to Jeff's episode 30, it'll be a big deal.
Yeah.
But we haven't been keeping that good of track, so I hope everyone else has.
I think it's only like maybe episode 35 or 6.
You mean 25 or 6? If Jeff's been in 35 episodes out of 31.
No, I mean when we get to those episodes, that will be.
Those are pilot episodes that we never aired.
The secret episodes.
Yeah, for news that was never done.
They were recorded to cassette tape and then lost.
Oh my god.
8-track.
8-track, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I kind of want to get like a small...
No, better yet, reel to reel.
Get an old cassette recorder and just make a podcast and leave it somewhere.
Old-timey radio.
What about...
The old-timey radio.
What about...
Perfect.
A 45?
Like Colt?
Yes. We just pop a Colt gun into your
Colt
record
45.
player and just play it.
Oh, God. I don't even know how to record those things. Anyway.
I don't know.
We are talking about some stuff that happened. There's a lot of stuff that went on recently.
Well,
I always say that, and then we end up like, oh, there's not a lot really that happened.
There's stuff, but there's not a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff.
There is it's like good stuff this week, actually.
Everything's
though,
been
instead of
kinda...
just the last 2 weeks where we talked about Pokemon a lot.
It's been feeling really slow since, E3.
It really has. Like, if we're not talking about the SNES Classic, there's nothing going on.
I would like to preface this with the fact that PAX tickets are already on sale for 2018, and I don't have money for them.
They went on sale yesterday. $56 a ticket for a day.
I am certain that they're already sold out.
Probably they sell out within like 25 seconds of going live.
They do.
You need to be part of like some sort of special elite group.
Yeah,
and there weren't any 3-day bundles either.
My friend Amy and her husband got tickets though, so maybe I'll just make her my.
You guys.
Well, I'm thinking maybe I can make her my man on the ground, because they try to really get everywhere.
Yeah.
And see everything there is to see. So
Amy, if you're listening,
she's not.
Taco, if you're listening, he's probably not either.
No.
But in
maybe
theory. So anyway, that was my big thing that I found out this week, and
I forgot about that.
I wish they would go on sale like when taxes return, because then I would have money. I just need to start setting.
I know.
One of my classmates I was talking to about it, she's like, yeah, you just need to have like $150 in your account at all times. For the instant it drops, you can just, boop, there we go.
Yeah.
And I might have to start doing that next year.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to PAX, darn it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I know. The only problem with that for me is that I always hear about these things secondhand 3 hours after the fact. So it'd be like my friend bought tickets and I saw it on Facebook 3 hours after they did it. So now it's like, ooh, I'm already at least 3 hours behind the news. They're probably already gone.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, you don't have to worry about like seats. Like getting the best seats because it's a convention, so you walk around the whole entire time.
I have also been told that even compared to Anime Boston, which has gotten pretty massive in its previous years, this is, I'm told, the smelliest con.
And it's also 4 times the size of AB.
Like, the worst con funk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a gaming con. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Amy was telling me that this year was really mayhem. Wasn't it this year that there was the Markiplier panel?
Yep.
And they wanted to go and see Markiplier. Like, they had been waiting for, I think, at least an hour and a half in line to see him. They got there super early to be in line, and they limited the amount of people who could go and see him to, like, a super low number. No matter how long they'd been waiting in line, it was just like, these 45 people can go.
These
and they
3
were like,
people are allowed
seriously?
to go and see Marky Moo.
I got here 2 hours early to do
I've been
this.
sleeping here for a week.
Yeah. I live on this sidewalk now to see Markiplier.
I hope things get better and I don't have to feel like I need to be a member of some sort of a cult on the dark web in order to get tickets.
It's really terrible.
Anyway.
Yeah, so...
moving on to actual news.
Yeah. We're going to actually start off our episode. By the time this hits your earballs, it will be Saturday, November 11th.
Yeah, Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Also, the 6-year anniversary since the launch of Skyrim. 11/11/11 was when Skyrim first launched.
Wow.
So
and
happy birthday, Skyrim.
And it's
Happy birthday,
relaunched
Skyrim.
6 times.
Oh no. 6 times on 6 platforms. Devil confirmed.
Devil concerned.
Talking of Skyrim, we're actually going to jump into that right
Oh, yeah.
away then,
Do
since we
that.
already have
Oh, cool.
news about it. There's going to be a Skyrim VR bundle for the PlayStation, which is pretty cool. It's going to launch at $449.99. It includes the newest version of the PSVR headset, the PS camera peripheral, 2 Move controllers, and 13 PSVR demos, along with the Skyrim VR, which is the entirety of Skyrim, as well as its 3 DLCs, Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. I saw some video of Skyrim VR about 2 days ago, and I think it was Patrick from Polygon was like, I'm stuck in prison. I live here now.
I didn't watch the whole video. It was Patrick Gill from Polygon on the Polygon channel, and it was really funny. I didn't watch the whole video because I think I fell asleep because I'm sick, not because of Patrick. And
Just got to clarify, we're not being rude.
no, he's great. And it was really weird. Like, it was the same Skyrim, and it still looked really great. But that tunnel vision thing,
Yeah.
that's a setting you can't turn off. It's like when you're moving, the game goes into the corners become black and it goes into tunnel vision. It's a setting they turn on so that you don't get as motion sick, which makes a lot of sense. It's a thing you can turn on and off, but
But when you're not wearing the headset yourself, it looks really
it's super weird. I imagine if you're wearing the headset, it looks a lot more intuitive.
I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
About at least trying it out.
Yeah.
The PSVR, like Skyrim.
Oh, for sure.
I want to try Doom.
Oh, God.
In
I would
VR.
love to try any actual AAA game because
So,
a lot of the stuff
and
for
Bethesda.
VR so far has been like just tech demo type stuff.
Right.
Like, here, play this game. It's a novelty. Like when any technology releases, you have these like, here's something that's just gonna, like when the PS3 first came out and they launched Flow
Yeah.
to demonstrate the 6-axis controller. Heavy Rain then actually took use of it and made a pretty good game out of 6-axis, but then no one ever did.
No.
So it's nice to see that like, or at least Bethesda is hopping on board with the VR train.
Yeah, oh,
and when you put a
absolutely.
game that's as in-depth and immersive as Skyrim and Fallout 4 and Doom into VR, more so with Skyrim and with Fallout, but where you have a massive open world, and we already know as players like what it's all about.
Right.
So hopping into it and being like, I'm going to be completely immersed,
See,
I think it's promising. For
my big thing is I'm surprised that Activision hasn't jumped on this
Yeah.
on the VR train with like Call of Duty.
God.
oh man,
Well,
Could you
to be
imagine
fair-
like playing like Call of Duty like
World War
online?
II.
To
Yeah.
be
Like,
fair, they
oh.
don't want people to be immersed because of VR. They want people to be immersed and join the military.
Yeah.
So,
fair. they're getting sued by Humvee.
really?
Why?
Yeah, because they used a
Humvee?
Humvee in the game without permission from the company.
Wow, you can't do that. You super can't do that.
But this is from like the
geez.
modern warfare era
Okay.
prior.
So
but
this was like
like-
a few years ago.
this was like almost a decade ago.
See,
Oh
in
my
my
God.
opinion, it's going to take a while before VR ever hits anything like the Call of Duty series. Mostly because you think about you're trying to keep a level playing field for all the players when it comes to multiplayer, and if you have like 1 or 2 people that are on the enemy team or even on your team that have the full immersion of VR, it definitely gives you an advantage because you know anyone that plays first-person shooter long enough, you know as soon as you see things move in the corner of your eye, it's like a
That's true.
sixth sense.
See, I think if they go along, great. If they
Can't
go
take you anywhere.
if they go with VR for like Call of Duty, they're gonna have to do it so if you're playing VR, everyone on your team is only VR. So you have rooms.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like selecting servers, like on Overwatch, you can do that. I mean, you can select servers that you're on.
Yep.
There would be a VR only server,
They'll keep it fair.
but it's one of those things. Like I don't know 100% how the VR works. Like if it can be detected or not. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of stuff on the technical end.
yeah, that's a whole bunch of stuff I don't understand.
Nope. I think it's kind of weird. Coming back to Skyrim, I'm pretty sure this $450 price point is only the PSVR stuff and the game
Yeah, it
and the
is.
DLCs.
Yeah,
It's not like
it's not
the
a PS4.
console. So
Yeah.
if you don't already have that, you still have to shell out another at least $200
Yeah,
for that thing.
for a used one. But yeah, since we're still on the PS kick, we will talk about our next topic, which is the PlayStation Trophy system.
It's really a rewards program.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So now, PlayStation trophies will now be worth points that can be used for discounts in the PlayStation Store.
Is that...
It's a thing you have to sign up for and then link your account to it.
Did they say anything if it's going to be retroactive?
No, it is not.
Darn it.
I know.
Which sucks because I have so many trophies.
Yeah, and like, I'm guessing you can't delete trophies.
No.
Even if you delete all your save data?
If you delete all your save data, but then you
does.
have to go back and play the game.
Well, right, but that would at least, like, you can get a trophy in Dragon Age just by walking far enough, like...
You can get a trophy in friggin' Dark Souls for dying. Welcome to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like...
Honestly, I don't think it actually removes your trophy data, even if you erase your save data entirely, because it links to your account, because...
Oh, that's right.
You have a level up system.
Yeah.
Kind of like where
Oh, that
Xbox
makes
has the
sense.
gamer score.
Yeah.
So
Makes
I'm
sense.
pretty sure your trophies are your trophies, period. But I mean, it's not like there's any shortage of amazing games I'm going to be playing in the future.
Right,
It's
Yeah.
exactly.
just a little upsetting to know that everything that I've done thus far.
Well, I mean,
Especially
just look at like Undertale, where literally they put trophies in because they were told to.
which is
Yeah.
great because I actually haven't gotten very far in that yet. So trophies to come.
Yeah, we only played that for like an hour.
But the tier system for points, 100 silver trophies grabs you 100 points, 25 gold trophies, 250 points, 10 platinum trophies, 1,000 points. Every 1,000 points equals a $10 discount voucher in the PS Store.
And $10
Whoa.
can be a lot of money.
Yeah, $10 is almost is a game sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially with the deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sign
Especially
up.
when they have flash sales.
Yeah, well, like right now they have a developer sale for whoever did Shadow of Mordor. So like, the Mad Max game for PS4 is like $4.
Nice.
Because
I
they're
mean,
the same developer.
that's what it's worth. Haha. Just kidding. I'm not throwing that much shade.
But essentially, you're getting a game per 1,000 points.
Yeah, and I mean, platinum trophies, aren't they like
Aren't they
they-
ultra rare?
often the only ones that are like
You did
get
everything.
all the other trophies?
Yeah, most of the time they are.
Yeah.
I think I have one platinum trophy.
I think I might. I
Like-
don't remember.
There are a few people I know that go out of their way to get platinum trophies.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Gerard from The Completionist.
Yeah.
Like, he has to because he completes games.
That's his job,
That's his
yes.
thing.
Yeah.
There have been a handful of games that Matt has gone through and platinumed.
Yeah.
The only one I've ever bothered with was Portal 2.
Honestly, with Fallout 4 for a while, I was really hoping to do that, to complete it all. And then mods happened. And with mods, you can't
Yeah.
get trophies,
Unless you want to pay for Creation Club.
which I don't.
Nope.
Because the mods that I have aren't even on Creation Club.
Yeah, seriously.
It wouldn't be worth it.
So yeah, it's a cool concept.
Yeah, so I don't... Just Google it if you're interested. I don't know what the website is. Just Google it if you're, like, interested in this. Because I don't know what the steps are. I haven't bothered to do it yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Googling it. I'm going to Google that all day.
Yeah.
I'll figure that out. I got games to play. Free stuff to get.
Moving on from that, Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer finally has been announced.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the online multiplayer expansion, which was announced, it's called Comrades. They didn't have a date for so long, and now the official date for the launch is going to be Wednesday, November 15th. So
This coming Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday.
I am really sad that when Jeff said comrades, you didn't go in your Russian voice.
What, the Final Fantasy?
Because you do it so good.
But the multiplayer campaign follows the main game's 13th chapter, which is pretty far into the game. And it has a pretty in-depth like character creator, which is
Allegedly.
I've seen a couple
Have you?
videos and screenshots, and it's really
Okay.
really in depth.
Good.
Which is great because like this is the first like Final Fantasy that you can multiplayer with.
Wasn't there another one? Isn't there one that Proxy owns that you can is like multiplayer or it's like an MMO or something? Am I having a fever dream?
Well,
No, I do have
There's
Final Fantasy 14 online,
Oh, okay.
which unfortunately comes with a subscription fee.
Gross.
If it didn't, because I paid when I first got it was for PS3,
Mm-hmm.
and let me tell you something. On the PS3, as limited as the hardware is now, it was an absolutely stunning game.
Yeah.
I paid for like the first couple of months. I had a 1 month free trial, and then I paid for the first month. So I had 2 months of just messing around, and it was an amazing game. Unfortunately, trying to find anyone in this area that's also willing to shell out the money for a subscription to an MMO, specifically the time, specifically for PS3.
Yeah.
And they also had it available for PC and PS4, but it was so outrageously demanding on your hardware for PC. I thought about getting it for PS4, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because they sent me an email that they were discontinuing PS3 support. Here's the game for your PS4.
Wow.
So I was like, that's awesome. Unfortunately, it's a massive download.
Yeah.
And I don't have anyone to play with.
No, and
I know Tim would get back in on it.
It's probably like $10 per month.
Like 10 or 15.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
That's WoW levels.
Yeah.
And
that's $120 a year if it's only $10.
Admittedly, they did a really, really, really good job making it feel more like a game than an MMO. Because if you've ever spent any time in like free-to-play MMOs, you know how it's just kind of grinding and there's not much story.
It's all the same.
There's barely storyline, and it's mostly either, get X number of object Y for this dude here. Over and over again, or go kills like this many of that many dudes, and that's it. But there was actually some like in-depth and involved storyline going on with 14. It's really nice.
I mean, that makes sense because all the other games were like story.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually did have a question about that though. With 15, is the multiplayer something you have to pay for, or is it just part of your?
Yeah. So
okay.
In order to get as far as I know, in order to get Comrades, you have to buy the season pass.
Yeah.
Season pass is $24.99. But that being said, if you get the season pass, you have Ignis's side story, Prompto's side story, and Gladio's side story, which are fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
So like it's a win-win. Plus,
are they also comrades?
They are also comrades.
This good.
Plus, you also get a whole bunch of like extra gear, and because I bought the season pass for Final Fantasy 15. I haven't even delved an inch into it, but like just the gear alone that you get for it is so great for like leveling and all that stuff.
Okay, so follow-up question for my own selfishness.
Follow-up answer.
You have the season pass.
Yes.
So you will have this Comrades thing.
Yes.
Does that mean I can play it? Will you have to pay anything to play it online?
You will still have to have PS Plus.
Okay, so I'd have to use your account.
Theoretically speaking, yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's one of those, once you have it installed, it's kind of like when we bought Fallout 4.
It probably is if it's an online multiplayer. I just want to play in the character creation.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. I'm probably never going to play it, but
also,
I want to...
speaking of character creation, you can make a female character,
which is cool,
for the multiplayer, which is pretty cool, because all the main characters in the game that are playable are male.
Yeah.
So,
and like that's fun some of the time. But maybe like 30% of the time, it's fun to actually play as a woman.
Yeah. Moving on from that, Telltale Games. They announced this week that they're laying 25% of their workforce off.
Ooh. Was that one of 4 choices?
Yeah, they pressed X to Jason.
Different company, but great reference.
So they are laying off 90 people, which...
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people for...
That's like a...
Telltale really isn't that big of a developer either. They're a big name, but they're not a big company.
It's not like they're Bethesda. But that's almost 500 employees.
Well, see, the thing with Telltale, I think, though,
employees.
is they're mostly developing games based on other people's IP.
Right.
So, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Minecraft.
Batman.
I think the only thing that I've played from them that was really like a Telltale original was Wolf Among Us. And that was even based off of like the world of fairy tales.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really solid game. I wish they would do more stuff like that because that completely blew me away.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people say that the Walking Dead game is better than the show, which is better than the comic. So it's like they're taking these IPs and doing a really good job with them. So this sucks.
Yeah,
This sucks for the people who have gotten laid off and now don't have a job.
I've never been disappointed with them. So, but a spokesperson for Telltale said that they want to focus on fewer but better games. With this restructuring, Telltale Games promises the layoffs will not affect the release of Telltale's previously announced projects, such as the Walking Dead series, the Minecraft story mode, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. I forgot that they did that one, too.
I forgot they were doing that one until I read this, and I was like, oh, yeah.
I'll probably play that.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to get in on that.
Oh, no, the Game of Thrones was the PS Plus a couple months ago. Wasn't Guardians. Because Guardians just released, I think this summer.
Did it? I mean, it said previously
Well,
announced
because
projects.
it's new seasons.
Oh, okay.
Because, the Walking Dead series, they're on, season 5 or 6 of the series for Telltale.
Sure.
So, but, yeah. Hopefully it works out for them, and...
Yeah, I hope that all the people that got laid off can go, oh, no, you need to hire me because I worked at Telltale.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll be okay. Because that sucks.
They can go work with Quantic Dream.
Yeah, right? Moving on from that, a little bit of Switch news.
Wouldn't be a week without Nintendo.
That's right. As of this past Thursday, Hulu is now available on the Switch and is downloadable from the Nintendo eShop.
Yep.
Hooray.
Hulu is the first streaming service to be available on the Switch.
In the U.S.
In the U.S.
Japan has had this weird, it's like YouTube, but it's like Japanese YouTube, so it's weird in that delightful Japan way.
So everything is super kawaii and...
It's weird. So this is good. This is good news for Hulu and for the Switch. Because when I went to my friend's house, 2 days after the Switch released, she was like, "You could play with it," and I was like, "Cool. Does it have Netflix or YouTube?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "What the fuck is this then? Why bother?"
Because Nintendo's always taken a really firm stance of we make a game console.
Yeah.
If you want a DVD player, buy a DVD player. If you want a Blu-ray player, buy a Blu-ray player.
I will spend $50 more on a thing if it has multiple purposes.
Yeah, but they won't.
I know.
That's the issue.
I know.
Also, this week, Reggie, the president
Yes.
of Nintendo
Good old
America,
Reg.
he announced that the Switch will reportedly have 25 to 30 million units made in the next fiscal year. Because
Wow.
they want a Switch in every house.
Of course they do.
Which is a great marketing campaign. Just drop the price.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Drop the goddamn price, Reg.
Even $50. Drop it $50 for me, and I'll definitely go out and buy one tomorrow.
Well,
I would if I could. But
maybe
yeah.
not tomorrow, but
But you know what I mean. It's definitely an increase post 2017 holiday season of what they want. Hopefully it makes sales great for them. I mean, sales are always great for Nintendo. I know sales are going to be even greater coming up because all the Bethesda games launch on the Switch that were announced. They launch as of next week, actually, the 17th. Doom, Skyrim, Wolfenstein 2.
Which I was watching some graphical comparisons between the Switch Doom and Doom on the PS4, the Xbox One, and PC.
There's not much of difference.
There's not. There's a little bit of blur in certain details, but it's things that you can tell were background things, and they were removed just to save on processing power.
Right, and especially where this is a mobile device, technically.
Yeah. It's impressive, to say the least.
Yeah. Moving on from there, another week with Overwatch stuff. There is a free weekend coming up, starting November 17th at 11 p.m. Pacific until Monday, November 20th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific.
We got to make note of that and get Smurry in on this.
yeah.
Yeah, a Plus account or Xbox Live account, Gold account, obviously, if you want to play online. It includes all 26 playable characters and all 16 maps. Quick play, custom games, arcade mode, and loot boxes are all there. No competitive mode.
Obviously, that makes sense.
That's how it's always been. There's never been competitive mode available for when you're
playing
doing
for
a free
free
weekend.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make much sense to have you rank up in seasons.
Yeah.
Right. But progress made in game will carry over if you decide to purchase the game any other time later. Like even if you say you play for the free weekend and you don't buy it for another month, you still have that progress saved.
You
Because
could
it's just like your trophies and all that stuff. It saves on your account.
You
Yeah.
could, like, they have a free weekend every couple months or something, right?
Yeah, generally it's
don't-
normally like the end of the season for
Yeah.
the game.
You could just do that forever and
Just
eventually be pretty high up there.
Yeah,
It would take forever,
if you
but
play literally the whole weekend. All
Considering
72
like
hours.
I don't even know what the level caps out at right now, like 400 something.
no,
or,
it's
or
a-
is it just every time you hit 100?
Every time you hit
get another
100,
star?
you gain more stars.
I was going to say at least 4,000 because that's what some guy hit
Which
a few,
is
a few weeks
ridiculous.
ago and still going strong. So I assume if there is a level cap, I would assume 5,000, but I don't think there is.
It's kind of like an odometer where once you hit 100, it literally just goes back to 1. And you just gain stars on your little profile.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's pretty cool.
People are gonna be so ridiculously decorated. It's not even funny.
You ready to talk about some of the oldest news ever?
The oldest news ever. Are we talking ET?
No, we're talking Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Is it 2003 already?
I know.
Yeah, right. So the placeholder release date for Kingdom Hearts 3 was December 31st, 2018. This has since been updated to November 1st, 2018.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 2020.
Yeah, well, just wait for that. So November 1st is a placeholder date, but it shows that the game will theoretically,
Okay, listen.
if everything goes right, will release 2018 holiday season.
I wrote that line the way I did. The game will probably release around then. If it is going to release next year, that's probably when it's going to
Right.
release, right in time for the holiday season. If it is not going to release next year, then it's not going to release next year.
And we'll see it in 2020, or when
I
they
feel
really find
like-
out the Earth is flat.
Like seriously, just release the game. And if you're like, because I'm imagining that the gameplay for the most part is probably solid.
Yeah.
And they keep announcing new levels here and there
Well, we've seen gameplay.
and worlds. And like, why don't you just release the game, and then we can get DLC later on for all the new worlds you wanted to add to it.
I was going to say, just do what every other fucking game company does. Release an unfinished, buggy-ass game, Todd
patch-
Howard, and
Day
then
one
patch it
patch
up.
it.
Yeah.
Day one patch it.
Do what every other developer does.
43 gig patch.
Let's be honest, I'm respecting that they're not doing that because they probably easily could release it right now and just do what every other developer does. But I'm impatient because Toy Story looked
the
amazing.
longer it takes for them to release it, the higher the expectations are going to go. And
yeah.
let me tell you about the last game that took about this long, that wasn't a Blizzard game, to come out with a sequel, Duke Nukem.
Oh, God.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nuke forever.
Dude, Newton.
And what a flop.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was
Talk
like, what,
about
a 15
teraflops.
year, or was it a 20 year?
I think it was 15.
Either
And
way.
I remember Tyler wanted it for so long, so bad.
He was so pissed
Bought
off
it
when he
at
bought
full price and just hated life.
So, yeah, I mean, theoretically speaking, we will see it holiday
Sometime
season.
next year.
Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't have my hopes up.
I have higher hopes of getting a retirement plan and actually being able to cash it in when I'm 80 than actually seeing Kingdom Hearts release.
I have higher hopes of actually being able to purchase with cash money a new cell phone this year than I do of this game coming out next year.
Yeah.
I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to drop the same year as Half-Life 3, which is the same year Hayao Miyazaki retires for real.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Things that are never going to happen.
Yeah. Is that the final Jeopardy?
Yeah. As soon as I drop my toast and it lands butter side up, I'll know that's the year.
Oh, boy.
My time has come.
Yeah. Moving into our last topic of the day, evening, whatever you're listening to this. The Xbox One X released.
It certainly did. Now, Joe and I were talking about this because he's been debating because he wants to get back into Fallout. And he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be better off building a gaming PC or just getting an Xbox again. So I was like, well, let me look up the specs for the One X. And this thing is a beefcake sandwich packed
Yeah.
into a VCR.
Oh, yeah.
It's it still looks like crap. I'm not going to lie. It still looks like a VCR.
They're not
but-
attractive, and they still got the little flappy door.
Oh, God. But the tech specs on this thing are phenomenal. Not to mention that it will do full 4K
If that's something
if you
you're into.
have a 4K TV.
Yeah.
That's saying it works when you receive it.
Yeah.
So, folks have been having massive issues since receiving their One X.
Ooh.
Consoles have been arriving dead. They continue to shut off randomly.
If there's one thing Microsoft has been good for, it's launching consoles that melt immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crashing with error messages. Just everything and anything you can think of, minus the red ring of death.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
looking at the design for the system for the Xbox One X, which is similar to the design for the Xbox One S, I feel like it could really use some more ventilation,
Yeah.
or it needs to go liquid cooled.
Yeah.
Because the kind of power that's in this thing is ungodly.
And
for a
most of these
console.
problems are coming from the Project Scorpio version.
Yeah. Most of, but not all, which is
Right.
funny. But, like, this was a big problem with people who got their Xboxes on Tuesday when it released. So, by now, it's at least Saturday if you're listening to this. If you haven't had a problem, you're not going to. It's a hardware problem. But if you did have a problem, fucking send it back. Because they screwed you.
Can we just make a pact right now? Because the iPhone 10 just came out, which some people have called the iPhone X. Can we just call this the Xbox 110?
Yes.
It'll keep it simple. I've been wondering, actually, and I guess I'll pull a little speculation out of you guys while we're talking about it. So, say a few years from now, Sony releases a new console.
Yeah.
They're going to call it the PlayStation 5.
Theoretically.
Where in the heck is Microsoft going to go? They're like, we went Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox 2?
Shit. You know what's really funny?
Really walked themselves into a corner on this
They
one.
really did.
The
and
Microbox.
also, can we make it a trend to call it the Xbox 110 to make it sound like it's worse than the 360?
Oh, boy. I'm going to refer to it as that from now on when I'm at work.
Yes.
The Xbox 1.10.
The Xbox
God.
110.
The newest patch is coming out soon.
It's going to be the name of this episode. The Xbox 110.
It has to be 110 too, not like.
The Xbox binary.
I wonder what 110 is.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What if that's it?
What?
What if that's it? What if it comes out and it's the Xbox 10? 1-0. Because 10 is binary for 2.
Shit. We can't publish this episode. We have to scrap it because if they use that, they're going to come and kill you.
But it's not going to be written like 10. It's going to be like that I/O, like input,
Yeah.
output, or like the power switch.
No! Stop giving them ideas. You work at GameStop now. You can't do that.
Hire me. Pay me money to come and do these things for you.
They're going to pay someone money to come kill you.
So, yeah, wow. The Xbox binary.
Okay, proxy giving Microsoft really great ideas aside, I'd be fucking pissed if I got an Xbox One X for like $500 and it didn't even work out of the box. I'd be so enraged. Like, I know that's a simple thing. You just like call them up and you're like, hey,
It's
it
a
doesn't
time
work.
thing.
And they send you a new one and you send it back or they give you your money back or whatever. But I would be fucking enraged.
That's the tech equivalent of the Hertz donut
yes.
from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
That's-
I
That
would
you
be,
get super excited about something and then you're immediately made to feel foolish for being excited.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't buy any like console, regardless of if it's been out for a while or not, until they've gone through all the bug reports and they fixed all the issues. Like the PS4, I waited till Gen 2.
Weren't there a lot of issues when the PS4 first came out?
Oh yeah, same with the PS3, same
Yeah.
with the Xbox 360, same with when the Xbox One first launched.
Yeah, that's why, like, when we were never going to be able to find a Switch or buy one anyway, I was like, not really a big deal. I can wait.
Yeah,
I
and
can be
now that
patient
all
for
the
that.
issues have been, for the most part, resolved, we're good. We can finally go buy one. Just
God
need the
willing.
money.
God willing.
But yeah. Hopefully, if you got your One X, it's not fucked.
Yeah.
I hope that your Xbox 110 works for you in all the ways that it's meant to.
The Xbox 110.
And on that note, we'll talk to you guys again next week. So stay tuned. And remember, if you're not following us on social media, you're probably a monster. Until next week, game on.